This meeting is being recorded.
Hey, welcome everyone. This is Thursday, December 1st, 2022. We are here for Founders Feedback on Thursday. We will be bringing you on as panelists. So if you want to be a panelist, please raise your hand. And myself and Mr. Mohammed Sinyad from Canada will be co-hosting together with this. So we will be taking turns and working together to bring you on. So my name's Janetta Huntley. I am from Diamond Lake, Washington. It's about 100 miles from the Canadian border and 6 miles between Washington and Idaho. So I'm super north in the midst of mountains and a snowstorm currently. So with that, I want to turn it over to my co-host. I want to thank everyone for being here, whether it's good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So I decided that good global day is what I've decided to say. I think that covers it. So Mohammed, do you want to share with everyone where you're from and a little of you?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Mohammed Sayad. I'm from Canada. I currently reside in Windsor, Ontario. And I've been on CVM for about 2.5 years now almost. And I'm happy to be here. And it's been a pleasure just taking the journey about with everyone else. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see you all. And I'm looking forward to working with you, Janetta.
Yes, great. Thanks, Mohammed. Well, right now, just so you know, I'm going to just reiterate this throughout the next hour and a half or so. But if you want to be a panelist, please raise your hand. And once you're promoted, sometimes your hand gets lowered. So just make sure on your end that you make sure when you're promoted to a panelist, you click the button again, just because sometimes we can't see it. I'd appreciate it. So right now it looks like we have 4 of them. I'm just going to go in order. I apologize in advance if I don't pronounce your name correctly, but I am going to bring on right now, I believe it's Mohada Jala from the US. So I'm going to promote you and you should have a link coming on. And I see that you do. And so, Mohammed Jala, we see you're on. If you could please unmute yourself and introduce yourself so I can clarify your name, please.
Oh, good evening. Good evening to all my beloved fellow Amphibians and brand ambassadors all over the world. This is Jalo Momodu from Maryland, USA.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you all. Thank you very much for allowing me just to say a few words and express myself and my thanks and appreciation. You know, I've been a founder for almost 2 years and 3 months. And I've witnessed all the transition we've been through from Go founders to O founders, and now we are in OnPassive ecosystem. So I just want to tell all my beloved brand ambassadors that these webinars we've been attending all the time, they are very important and they yield a fruitful result. You know, when we have this transition, oh my goodness, it's so smooth and easy for me. And I've been able to register all my accounts, and now I'm busy helping my business partners, which is very easy and simple. You know, sometimes when I listen to other people's complaint, I said, oh my goodness, you just need to read and take your time to input your information. But whenever you try to rush up on anything, you know, you won't get the desired result. because what I did and what I've been hearing, my goodness, is simple to follow and to do. So all my account has been registered. I can't thank Mr. Ash enough, because I know my early retirement is on countdown. And the countdown to my early retirement has just begun,
Yep.
Right now I'm talking to you, I'm busy working, I'm in the middle of providing care when you call me. So I just run to this shower room to say hi and contribute to this noble cause.
Thank you so much.
God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Mohammed, I'll bring on Henry, and then do you have the ability to bring on people?
Let me see.
I
Thank
can
you
help
so
you
much,
with that,
Mohammed.
Jonetta. I can help you guys with that. You just keep them talking.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you, Chris.
Okay, got it. So Henry Tucker, thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you for your feedback. Henry Tucker, would you please unmute and share with us your feedback?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm at work and I'm sitting in my vehicle and it's dark in here, so that's why I don't have a good enough picture. But what I want to say, maybe the experience I had in signing up, when you go to your page and it says log in as a founder, if you click on log in as a founder, it'll bring up where you put your email and your password in, and it will not accept it. I even sent a ticket in. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But what you do is once you go to old founders and it pulls up the OPASIV ecosystem, it'll have login and register. All you do is just put your OMail name in there, put your password in there, and then click on OTP. Then it'll ask you for your email. You put your email in there. It'll send you the OTP to your email. You copy it, put it in them blanks, and baby, boom, you're in.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Sure.
And we appreciate your feedback. Everyone can receive from other people sometimes what works best. Obviously, it's the system, but Henry, we appreciate that you shared with us what was working for you. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, yeah. I am Henry Tucker from Waco, Texas.
Thank you, Henry.
Perfect.
Appreciate your feedback.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mohammed, I'll bring on Mustafa, I believe.
Yeah,
And
Mustafa
then we'll go
next.
from there.
Yeah.
So Mustafa, could you please unmute yourself?
I'm gonna translate.
محمود هذا إن شاء الله في سردان
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thank you. way farxad inaan kasoo qayb galo feedbacka founderska ama ambassadorska runtii aad ugu faraxsanahay anigana waxaan ahay xubin kamidga OPASIV runtii nolosheeda aad isku bedeshay waan ku faraxsanahay waxaan helay fursad nolosheeda teediskeeda ay boqolaal badan Soomaaliyeed ay ku bedeli karaan noloshooda waxaan u mahad celinayaa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala marka ugu horeysa marka labaad Ash marka saddexaad oo mahad celinayaa gudoomiyaheena Cabdi Cali Sow iyo waliba qofka aniga soo gaarsiiyay magaranaysaa hawa Nasteexa Cabdi intaas kadib runtii aniga waxay iga dhigan tahay in OPASIV aan ahay founder kamid ah ama ambassadorska waxay iga dhigan tahay runtii waxa aad u qiimo badan
kada igu dheerani waa turjumaan aad hadhow iga kala loowe so his name is Mustafa Abdullah. He's from Somalia. He said that first of all he wants to thank God. Secondly, he wants to thank Ash for being a visionary to bring this to the world. And thirdly, he said, I want to appreciate the person who invited me in. He said he's taking every little bit thing that he's learned from this company and he's helping those new founders that just came in, especially with the registration process that's happening right now. And he's very, very thankful. Kusa'a.
runtii waxay iga dhigan tahay inaa companygan OPASIV aan ahay ambassadorska kamid ah wax aad u qiimo badan inaa kamid ahay 1,400,000 ee fursad u helay inay companygan ka noqdaan magaranaysaa brand ambassadors.
He said he's looking at himself sitting on a beautiful spot where, he's part of a global force that's 1.4 million especially being a young man at his age, as a Somali, with the challenges that's happening, he's gonna impact with whatever he learns and whatever he gets from OnPassive with a lot of other people's lives. So he's super excited.
sidoo kale insha allah waxaan rajaynayaa sida maanta fursadan u helay in anagana ama aniga ahaanba aan u gaarsiiyo walaalahayga Soomaaliyeed si ay uga faa'iidaystaan noloshooda u bedelaan haddii aan lahayd dhanka dhaqaalaha, haddii aan lahayd dhanka aqoonta, haddii aan lahayd dhanka maaragtay waxqabadka, in anagana insha allah kaalin aan ka qaato oo fursadan sida Ash iyo magaranaysaa leaderska kale inoo soo gaarsiiyeen na u sii gaarsiin anagana insha allah.
He said in his conclusion, whatever he learns from OnPassive, like if it's financially, like leadership experience, everything that he learns from these people that come together, this global force, he's going to share that with his community and empower others' lives. And he's very thankful. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you. waxaan aad uga hambaleynayaa runtii ku xiranahay oo daawada Chris Johnson iyo magaranaysaa dhammaan leaderska sida quruxda badan ee businesska company-ga wadaan. waxa way aad uga hambaleynayaa sidoo kalena muxuu ahaa Blesskin insha Allah qayb ka qaadan doona hadii la thank you.
He said he wants to appreciate all the leaders that are doing the hard work, especially mentioning a name Chris Johnson and Matty and all those big names, and he's super thankful, and he said he's gonna have some fair share with the Bless when things open up. So, thank you, appreciate it. Matt Sennett, good job.
God bless. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the feedback. And you know, I have to say, I was thinking about this. A smile and a wave in any language, people understand.
Yes.
So, that's wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Mr. MB Mababa Morshed, I believe. You can pronounce your name, please, when you get on. But I believe if you could unmute.
Thank you, ma'am. Shuna, thank you.
Yep, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
I'm very fine. How are you?
Great. Yep, very, very good. Living the dream now, I can say that.
Yes.
I think we did.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, all brand ambassador of OnPassive. I'm very excited to ecosystem. The ecosystem is very grateful website in this our OnPassive company. That's very excited. Otherwise, the portfolio is very reachful portfolio. That's a great amazing in this ecosystem, and this OnPassive is all over the world and the humanities. That's the AshMoFor is the Dandil project in the OnPassive in the world. Some future the internet in the world of powerful company in the OnPassive. So I am very excited, and thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Chris Johnson. Thank you, Mama Said, and
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yep, we appreciate your feedback. We really thank you for that. Mohammed, I'm going to bring on, and then you can take it from there. I'll bring on Mr. Mukal Mandal from India, please. If you could unmute.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
My name is. Hello.
Hi.
How are you, ma'am? How are you?
Hear you. Good.
Okay,
How are
okay.
you?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Many thanks. My name is Mukul Mandal from India. Already entry ecosystem, a great and appreciate. Salute our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare sir, and Dubai and Hyderabad tech team. I so excited, so proud, and many thanks. Sir, what I do a question. Now, what I do, one question.
Go ahead. Yeah.
One question. What I do, one question.
Yeah, go ahead. Say the question.
my actually 3 foundership ID hai. 2 ID already entry ecosystem. 1 ID have no entry ecosystem because go to OTP my Gmail ID. Gmail, yeah. So what I do? Please suggestion.
I didn't understand the question. I at least I don't know if somebody can translate
Mr.
that.
McCall, this is not a Q&A session, sir. This is just a feedback. We want to hear your feedback. We are not doing Q&As today. I'm going to let everyone know this one more time.
Okay.
Stay patient. Mr. Ash is working on a few things that's going to fix everything. So everyone just hold up. But this is a positive feedback, not a Q&A. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mohammed.
Thank you, Chris. And now we're gonna bring on Arthur Gould from United States. Come on.
Hi, Arthur.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Janetta, and thank you, Mohammed, and Chris Johnson, and everyone who is monitoring the webinar tonight. I'm so excited about what we're doing. I've been in. My name is Arthur Gould. I'm from Alabama, a small town called Brantley, south of Montgomery. I'm excited about what we're doing here and what we have accomplished over the last 3 or 4 years. I've joined in January 23rd of 2019, and I have seen a lot of progress. And now that we are in the OES, the OnPassive ecosystem, this is the best accomplishment that I've seen so far in the last 3 or 4 years. I want to thank Mr. Ash and his wife, all of his family, the buy team, the old media in India, the tech personnel who have made this possible. Without them, we would not be OnPassive. The vision, I saw the vision from the beginning, and I'm excited about what we're doing here. Now it's time to show the world that OnPassive is here for humanity and the rest of the world from generations into the future. We want to just show excitement of what we have here. We have the biggest company, and it's not just a company. It's, I would say, a revolutionary movement to take control of the internet, to do what we should have been doing for years. We have seen the corruption, and we are here to correct that and change the world to make it a better place for all mankind. Just want to thank you all for allowing me to speak, and let's get excited. And we don't have a clue how big this is, bigger than US Steel. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We appreciate that, Arthur, and I believe that I concur with everything you said. I think that the more we're getting into this, the bigger this vision is becoming, and it's ginormous. It's much bigger than I think any of us anticipated. So thank you for giving us that feedback. I agree with
Thank you
completely.
You got it, Chris.
Yeah. Hi there, Vic. Thanks for coming on, Vic Johnson. We're going to introduce you now. If you could unmute.
I am unmuted. Thank you guys so much, Janetta, Marty, Chris, Mohammed. Really appreciate you guys. Chris and Marty, this one's for you. This is my background I was going to put up. Let me see if I can get it right. This is, fire, fire, fire. One day I had too much time on the train, right? And I was playing with the filters. I said, let me just have some fun, because I heard people saying fire, fire, fire when we first started. So listen, I'm from South Florida. I'm in Palm Beach County. And I joined in 2018, in September 2018. So I got a chance to speak with Ash one time in those early days, right? And I'll never forget that. So here we are 4 years later. Guys, there's nations that don't have a military as big as what we have and OnPassive in terms of brand ambassadors. So just think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. Proud to be here. I'm very thankful. I'm honored. I got in with no problems in terms of the OnPassive ecosystem. So yeah, just take your time, slow down, make sure everything's right, make sure your fonts are not too big, because you won't be able to hit the login buttons. If your page is too big, you won't see the buttons. You know, just go back, take a deep breath, just kind of listen and follow the directions, and then we'll all get through it.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, I mean, I'm very excited about what this future holds, and I can't wait to see what's coming next.
No, we
So
appreciate it. We agree, Vic, and you're right. Just take it slow, and if you just take it slow and go step by step, it definitely is good. So yeah, we're in the same boat. We're all excited and we're all glad to be here. So thank you for giving us that feedback.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Mohammed, would you
Yes.
like to introduce Vernon Hale, please?
Hello, Farron. If you can unmute yourself, please.
Oh, most definitely. How's everyone doing? All my fellow brand ambassadors. Marty, I'm in Philadelphia. I don't know how far in Jersey you are, but let me just say very quickly, I've been in the industry, like I said once before on this forum, for a lot of years. I don't think that a lot of you really truly understand the power that you have in your hands with OnPassive and the tool suite. The tools that we are experiencing or about to experience even more are tools that have been well sought after for a lot of years, well over 30 years. Most of the tools were generic in nature, but OnPassive have built these tools from the ground up. And these are tools that even the novice of marketers all the way up to the major corporations are in demand for. Do you understand what that means? It's the equivalency of Microsoft. I hate to, make that analogy, but it's the equivalency before Microsoft went public, and then they had their so-called, their founders, if you will. You don't hear about them, They done made their mark, all right? That's the position that you're in right now with OnPassive, okay? OnPassive is going to provide the world. As you know, we're in 200 plus some countries, all right, where governments are even going to be using their tools. That's power within itself, okay? I like to leave you with this. Ashman Farr has landed on the playing field of the big boys. I mean, multi-billion dollars. And he's bringing an army with them. And we're known as brand ambassadors. Keep the faith. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vernon. And I have to say, I like what you just said with we're playing with the big boys, and this is one of them. It's a whole new level. So thank you for that. Mohammed, I'm going to bring on Penny. If you want to introduce her when she gets here, please.
Hello, I'm Penny Brubald, and I'm from northern British Columbia, way northern. It's minus 30 here Celsius right now.
Wow, we don't have snow. It's another world.
Yes, it's pretty cruel. But I just want to say I joined OnPassive 4 years ago, and I had a lot of faith then as soon as I heard Ash, and I have as much faith now, even though I can't get into my ecosystem. I'm still excited, and I'm just waiting for the minute that I can. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys, Marty, Red, Chris, Lynn, everybody, because everybody has gone over and above for the rest of us. So I just wanted to say, everyone, have faith. We're going to get there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And would you like me to bring Farana Washington?
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, please.
Hi, my name is Vera Washington from South Carolina. It's a pleasure to be here with my family of brand ambassadors. I am so grateful to be a part of this organization. Ash Mufareh is a godsend. And really, I was watching this, listening to this prophecy on inheritance, and OnPassive is totally in line with it. This is our inheritance. And I thank and praise God for all the executive officers, all the engineers, the technicians in Hyderabad, Dubai, and my prayers are definitely for everyone involved in OnPassive, because this is a new era. This is a whole new world. And we have so much to be grateful for. And we have so much, like the man said, in our hands. And even though this is a work in progress, we are a success. We are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, and we have been set aside to do a work for all humanity.
Agreed.
This is an opportunity I've been looking for, to be blessed, to be a blessing. And we have so much to be grateful for. Mr. Ash has preserved us, protected us, and provided for us. He said we only know 10%, maybe I think it's only 1%. They are doing so much in the background, and we should be so grateful for what he's doing. I'm excited, and I am ready to move forward as a proud brand ambassador. I have made mistakes like everybody else, but I'm raring to go. Fire, fire, fire. Let's get on fire and move. Hallelujah. We're going to the top, and we're not going to stop. Ain't no stopping us. We're on the move.
Amen, Vera. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. God bless.
Yep. Have a wonderful night. Bless you. Thank you so much. We're going to bring on now, I believe it's Preeti Hendria. Is that how you pronounce your name? If you could unmute, please.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. And how do you pronounce your name?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to be here. It's an honor, in fact, to be here. I would like to express my gratitude towards Ash sir that he has given an opportunity to the whole humanity to have an equal opportunity to grow up. To whatever the sacrifices he has been given to the world, restless. I must say, whatever the vision he does have for the humanity, for the planet, I wish that all the dreamed vision does he have be fulfilled, and our OnPassive should be on the top. In fact, it is on top right now, and I would love to share all the products and ecosystem. Oh wow, ecosystem is the ultimate internet solution in this world that ever seen. Really, it's amazing, and I must say that the whole world, all the generations would love to adopt this internet digital technology, which is really the newest and the advanced. And I must say that our OnPassive digital products are very powerful digital products that ever seen in the internet world. And I must say that those who have the problems and problems and problems, I must say that why don't we look for what do we do instead of looking the problems? as he has given us, so nobody can such capability to give, to award such opportunity to go ahead. Whatever do we have dreams for the humanity, for whatever we want in life, and what we can do for others. If anybody does have any dream to do for the humanity, yes, indeed, I do have also. Who
Thank
is
you.
this? No. Hello.
Yes.
No CEO had been ever seen in the world, and no one could be in the history of this planet that who will come with the mass number of founders. If he thought that I'm CEO, I'm the founder CEO, why should I give this opportunity to others like other CEO? Then what should be the option for others to grow up? Then everybody will like work like employee and all that. He has given the power to come up with
Thank you so
solid.
much.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
for
you.
your feedback. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna bring on Muhammad Omar, Somalia. Muhammad Omar is Mudgaray. Can you hear me? Muhammad Omar هداي مغش عاد كفرة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
كمان ما مفترض كده
قسم ما هفرن عاد وهذا ربنا فرتد في صومالي كشك كبعد أنا قاعد ترجمانه.
ما سنتظر إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام.
الحمد لله waxaa magacayga ugu horeyn waa Maxamed Cumar Sheekh Maxamed Cabdi kana soo jeeda dalka Soomaaliya kana mid ah ambassadorka ambassador fursada dahabiga nasiibka ugu heshay waxaa ugu mahadcelin alxamdulillah Mr. Ash iyo Soomaalida kale ugu horeey Cabdi Cali Sow beena kala dhiirigelisa alxamdulillah.
Okay.
marka weligii isma lahayn jaas noocan ka faa'iideysan doontaa alxamdulillah way calfay tan waxaan rajaynayaa insha Allah mustaqbalka inaan noloshayda iyo tan waalidkayga iyo tan muslimiinta kale inaan wax ka bedelo insha Allah.
Okay. Intaas turjumana sugbal inta sheekada ku dheeranin. He said he wants to thank everyone for giving him this chance. First of all, he wants to thank God. He wants to thank Ash. He wants to thank Abdi for actually bringing the whole Somali community together. And he said if it wasn't for Abdi, this wouldn't happen. And he's excited to be here. I have to cut him short because I cannot remember everything. Now he's going to continue from there. Hey, Kusa.
marka waxaa cajiib ah horta fursadan dahabiga in qof kasta oo kula wadaago marka waxaa dhaci jirtay qof kasta inuu sameeyo shirkada u gaar ah wax dad yar oo kooban oo kuma dhigo oo sida shirkada platformada la yaqaan oo kale laakiin tan waxay kaga duwan tahay wax cajiib ka ah naxariis badan leh dadka uu fidiyay milyan 400 oo qof oo ku midiyay marka inta aad baa loo dhacay waan ugu mahadcelinayaa Mr. Ash.
Okay. He said this is an amazing platform. He said all the other places that he saw, all the teams, all the other marketing places people meet, they are not this compassionate, they are not this engaged, they are not this merciful toward each other, I guess, with the welcoming. And that's what Ambassador does. He creates a family from all over the world, and he's very excited to be here. And sometimes I can't even find the words to explain what he's saying in English. I'm kind of learning myself, so that's what he's saying. He's super excited.
I think a uniform clap, he'll understand, right?
Thank you so much, Matt Senate. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, Mohammed, I think I'll introduce Dr. Bill Williams now. Is that where you're at? Perfect. Hi, Dr. Bill.
Hey, Janetta. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
My good friend from many, many years. And Mohammed, good to see you, sir. I think we have excellent work coming up from the bottom. I'm very impressed with the leadership that I see growing around the world in different countries. People stepping up, people coming into the foreplay where, you know, it's not just the same guys from 2 years ago. We got new blood, we got new energy. We have people who are stepping up, and it's exactly what ASH wants, is for leadership to develop from within. And the more people do that, the better. And so we've had a great run for 4 years, and where we're going to go in the next 5 years, who knows? It's going to be beautiful. You know, you need somebody like this lighthouse behind me. You need somebody to show the light of where we're headed, where we're going. And you also need the lighthouse to protect you from the dangers that lie below the surface. And so the leadership position in non-passive basically does those two things. It tells you where to come from afar, to come into the light, to come to the place where the treasure is buried, right? Or it also warns you about what to look out for to avoid the pitfalls. And so we revere the leadership of passive, from the leadership in Hyderabad, the leadership in Dubai, the leadership that exists all across the web on these social media outlets like this tonight. And so all of you guys are doing a great job. I'm totally impressed with the leadership positions that you have exhibited, and it's great to sit back and watch. I've enjoyed watching you guys develop as I have see the products develop. So leadership, communication, those are the things that I always taught when I was working with my clients, other dentists. And so it's good to see people step up and take advantage of an opportunity. And didn't ASH give us an opportunity to grow, to be more than we were? And because people stood up, they're going to benefit quite a bit. So that's my word tonight, is look for the place where you can show up and grow. Look for the place where you can make a difference in the lives of those around you. And it may be through your service, it may be through your leadership. Leadership is a service. And so we were appreciative of everything everybody does to lead and to shine the light on what's important. Thanks, Janetta.
Yep, no, I appreciate it. Before you get off, Dr. Bill, I just want to thank you for what you've done. Dr. Bill and I have become friends over the last couple of years, and he's helped me a lot. So I just want to thank you publicly and acknowledge that. So I appreciate everything you've done to help me along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A good mentor appreciates a good student more than you can imagine.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm willing to learn, so I appreciate what you've taught me. So thank you for all that.
Absolutely.
No, I super appreciate it.
Jonetta,
Marty, I just want to let you know.
Trying to get Mohammed back on here. You got booted. I'm trying to bring him back, so keep going.
Okay, good. No, I will. And also, I want to let you know, sometimes when I'm clicking the promote to panelist, I'm getting a promote to panelist failed. It's done that about 4 times now. So I just want you to know
Yeah, you let me run this because it's going goofy on us. I'll take care of that. You keep you guys rapping. And guys, let me see some hands up. I don't want to shut this down.
Okay, no, perfect. So yeah, everyone, that would be great. Some more on there, that would be good. So I think who's up next now is where's she at? Miss Lori Lynn, or Lund, sorry, Miss Lori Lund. Hi there.
Lori Lynn. Well, Janetta, I'm in the same snowstorm as you.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, I'm up top north of Washington, Eastern in Omak area.
Oh, you know what? We're neighbors, and yeah, because it's
I know.
I've got like 20 inches. How much do you have?
A couple feet.
Yep, I know. And this has all happened for everyone in about less than 48 hours. Just
Well, it
so
was a
you know.
2 feet on the first part and 2 feet on the second rush. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a doozer. It's definitely a doozer.
yeah.
So,
I'm
all
so
right, well,
happy. I am so happy to be here. I tell you what, that back office is smooth as butter. I just love it. It's so fast. And it's just going to be easy to work, you know. And and I've been in this for now, well, be going on 2 years, I guess. But I have watched the growth and rode the roller coasters, and it's just been in meeting everybody and knowing everybody. You know, I've been pretty much planted in one state, 2 states my whole life, just in a virtual. Never figured I'd experience the world anywhere, you know. But now I can in the future, and meeting all of you from all the other countries and everything. And I'll get to know somebody when I go to that country, and, you know, not be in fear or something, you know. But I'm excited what Ash has done, you know, and I prayed to God and says, I need an internet job really bad, because my body, you know, just ain't working like it used to. So, but no, it's this, I can't believe he planted me right here in the most amazing explosion that's going to happen to this world. Anyway, but yeah, it's going to make quite the movement, and I just got to figure out how to hang on.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I think
it's a beautiful thing where we're at. It definitely is. So
yeah, I thank Ash from the bottom of my heart, and the tech team, and everyone who is working, and the media now, and whew,
I know it's
I got to quit working now.
I know it's exciting.
Just to keep up with everything.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you so much, Laura. You have a great night. Mohammed, welcome back, friend.
Thank you. I got kicked out and I'm finally back.
You
Yes.
did. Why don't you take the next couple of them? How's that?
Beautiful. I can
think
do
we
that.
have Mr. Jeff Pinder and then Ivy. I think that's the order.
Okay. Come on, Jeff. Let's hear from you.
Y'all see that smile?
Yes.
That's the $1 million smile. That's have you ever had an experience where something happened to you and it just makes you stop and get quiet for a second? It's what's happened to me right now. I got that moment 3 months into becoming a founder, and that's about 2 years ago plus. But I have to say it. I have not said it yet. I have to say it. I got it. And it brings tears to my eyes. So the gentleman that spoke earlier with this fantastic radio voice. I love him. He is so right when he talk about how much we don't really know about the impact of this opportunity, this movement that we're part of. There's a reason why Ash has not shared so much more than he shared with us, because I've said this before, and based on where we are right now, I don't think we can handle it. I think this movement was designed for all of us who have been sitting around waiting for opportunities to come our way, or positions to give us the platforms that we need to do the things that we like to do. But what was missing is the ability to grow as a person. And I am telling you right now, if I had what I have now 10 years ago, just with my basic involvement with OnPassive, I think I would be in a different place. My country would be in a different place. My family, I'm going to write a book. I think I will, on this journey of OnPassive. I think I heard another founder talk about writing books. We're going to write books about this thing, because it's
Oh.
small. By the way, the temperature is cool for me. Cool for me right now is about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It's nice here in the Bahamas right now. So the thing I want to look forward to is when I can invite a lot of you founders here to the Bahamas and kind of, we can do some things together. I am in a country that's diverse, built on service. And the last 3 years have broken everything up. And I'm sure if you live in the United States or somewhere in Canada or Europe, you would know that that's exactly what's going on around the world. But listen, for lack of a better term, we are in better shape than we can ever think of. We really don't have to worry anymore. There's no need to confront threats or worry or lack or insignificance anymore. That's done away with. We're done with that. I mean, I heard Ash say this several times. We all came here first for money, for the talk of money, but that's not the case. We are really in a position where we can impact the world with what we're doing. And guys, that's where my humility is. I'm humbled. I want to say this again to Lynn, Rob, to Marty, to Dr. Bill. Dr. Bill is a real, true reason why I joined on Passive. Mm-hmm. I listened to the first set of videos, and this man's his confidence, not cockiness, his confidence and how he speaks about on Passive is what drives me. I mimic that. I look forward to that, and I really appreciate it. Dr. Bill, I love you so much. I hope to meet you someday in person. The energy that comes from seeing what Julie does. I watched Julie last night, and it's obvious Julie's been sitting at that chair, like she admitted, for 12, 14 hours, and she's not getting paid a penny. And she's doing what she's doing to help all of us. That is incredible. There's no way to replace that except to excel for excellence. And I am one of those founders who look forward to the opportunity to show off on Passive to the world through these solutions that we have, solving everyday problems. And in return, being able to do the things that I love to be able to do for my family, my community, and the world by extension. Guys, thank you for this opportunity to speak. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. Season's greetings to everybody. And I look forward to us having a super December, one like we've never, ever seen before. The hints are there. I don't know if you all really been listening to us. There's a lot of hints. Take note of those hints. We are in great shape. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it for coming, and thank you for uplifting us with your words. It was kind just to hear what you just say as founders. It just put another desire and burning energy in us, to show the ambassador example on ourselves. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you. And I just want to say before you introduce Ivy Muhammad, Jeff, I agree with that. And I just want to say that for all of us, I pray to God every day with this opportunity, but to just stay humble. Just remember where you came from when we're in a different financial position, to just stay humble, be kind, give back the way that honestly just we were intended to be, just by being good, honest people. Don't get caught up in the material part of where this could take you. Just stay humble and stay on track. I needed to say that. Thank you, God, and thank you, Jeff, for that. So Muhammad, go ahead. It's all you now. Sorry.
I would like to welcome Ivy Max from USA. Welcome, sister.
My name is Ivy Mix. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Ivy.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be in the world at this time. I'm so happy that all the mission statements that they had asked us to write, all the goal planning. Do you understand? There are so many times, write a goal. You have to achieve this. You have to go to this. It was done for me. And let me tell you something. I am enjoying every bit of it. And this thing is not going to fail. I am saying it, that is never going to fail. There are over 1 million of us, forget the extra, 1 million of us who want this thing to work, who believe in this thing. Let's just bless Ash and leave him for 2 minutes. Let us talk about ourselves. We are wanting this thing to work. Look at us. We are all sitting on this Zoom. Regardless, I have to cook. Regardless, I'm sitting here. It means something to us. So what faith do we have in us? I have faith in you, Donetta. I have faith in you, Mohammed. I have faith in everybody. If you believe, and I believe, and he believes, Gina Liva believes, Sue McCrae believes, Maddie believes, 100, let's say 100 of us. Let's lowball it. 100 of us can carry this thing and make it win. It's never going to fail. Our belief and our love is going to let it win. For a moment, let us believe in ourselves. We are more than able to do this thing. And it's not going to fail. I hang my life on it. I walk on it. I believe in it. If you see me, if you see my steps, if you see my suit, it is a winning suit. It is an ambassadorial dressing. It is, when I talk with more passion, more feeling. Because let me tell you something, with all the degrees and big corporate companies I've been in, this is my own. Can you believe it? That's what I think. I think it's my own more than Ash. Let us think that way and let's see if this thing is not going to work. When we think that, oh, is he going to do it for us? Is he going to keep his word? He's not. I'm going to keep my word. My mind is going to let this thing work. My belief in my friends on this platform is going to make it work. It's going to work, guys. It's going to work. Even if there are 100 wrinkles, let it be. We're going to win. And the other thing I would like to say is, whenever we are doing something, like me, I empower it myself. Like if I want to go to town, I empower my life. I tell myself, maybe I'll meet traffic on the way. I empower myself. So by the time I get to where I'm going, I'm not frazzled. I enter town like a lady with steps. Let us win this thing in dignity. We're going to win in dignity, I'm telling you. Let us enter this thing empowered. Let us say, what are you doing in the waiting period? We are waiting. But in the waiting, let me tell you something. I'm shaking myself. I'm getting myself ready. I'm learning new words. I'm making new friends. The process is going to win. Let us leave that thing alone. Let us go on the journey. The journey is beautiful. So I really like it. I want to say thank you to the Hyderabad team. Do you know what? They had this picture in our old office. I call it our old office because right now we have new offices. I don't call it the old back office. That was my old building. Now we're in a new building, this Echo building. So I want to say thank you to the Hyderabad team. When they were there, I was watching that picture. Did you see it? Of them around the table that night before we launched. And I was watching them. I was watching the bottles of water they were drinking. You go check. The bottles had purple labels. That is royalty. They were drinking water with purple labels. I'm telling you, that is already winning. I saw their concern. I saw their focus. I'm telling you, I was just looking. I looked at it so many times. You'll be saying, what was I looking at? I said, these are the people that are committed for me. Why do I have to worry? They are having sleepless nights because of me. How can this thing fail? Are you getting me? I was even checking the water they were drinking. Somebody was even eating something and had left it. I was in the detail of the people. So I send my love to them, tell them that I watch them. I look out for them. I open that page and I see what they were doing for me, not sleeping. I look at it, their concentration. And then I just want to say that Dr. Soha, the last time she spoke to us, what I take it that she spoke from her heart. You see, in the first other times that we had met her, she had a different role to play. She wears different hats. But last week or this week, She came, she knew how we may be, and she put on this joy in our hearts back. She healed us. She talked to us in a way that, in fact, it took her to another level. Are you getting me? And then I want Ash to know that his determination is our strength. That is where we gather our strength from. The way he's determined to let this thing win. Oh my God. And I want him to know that we also pledge to be coachable. We will be teachable. We carry ourselves in the right way and the right manner for us to win this thing. We love him. We love his family. I say thank you to Marty and Chris. I can't say it enough. Let me tell you something. I live by their joy. They don't know it when they're having fun. I'm not looking at all these big things people are looking. Let me tell you, the small things, the sugar and the spice make the food sweet. Marty and Chris, they make our food sweet. They'll be laughing. And Chris will be saying, Marty, the jokes. Let us joke on the way. I go by it. And when I see their joy, when I see how happy they are, it makes us know that we are in the right place. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And the only question I want to ask that one day I'll ask Ash is, what does he have for old people? I work in a retirement community with 2,400 rich people, millionaires, and they are dying of sadness and loneliness. So the only thing they have now is the iPad that during COVID, we are able to FaceTime for them, because whether there's COVID or not, their families don't visit them. But that connection was a great step. So I know that there's going to be a silver tsunami where we'll have more old people living in the next, I think 5 years coming. There'll be more old people living to the age of about 96. From 70s, people are not going to die. So I know that we love the youth and we concentrate on them. I'm also passionate about my old people. I'm also old anyway. So we have to look out for ourselves. So I love you all, love you from the bottom of my heart. And I just say thank you beyond thank you. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, Ivy. Well, you don't look a day over 29. How's that?
That's my age. He better not say it.
Yeah. No, we won't. We will honor that, but no, you look great. Thank you for your feedback. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Mohammed, would you like to introduce?
Yes, I would like to welcome Engineer Mike. Thank you for coming, Engineer Mike. Please join us and with yourself.
Hello, good evening, panelists. Mahmoud, good evening. Jodita, good evening. Proud brand ambassadors. I've been here in Percy for 2 years. I've tried my own way to empower fellow brand ambassadors by contributing in my own small way, teaching people a lot of stuff. I started with, when I joined, I started with doing the normal presentation that we usually do to tell people about OnPassive, what OnPassive is all about. I've done that severally across the globe in almost all the nations, right? From there, I started monitoring and teaching people basic computer skills, privately, personally. They called me, I don't have this problem. During the first email wrinkle era, I had to help people recover more than 250 accounts. I don't even know them, right? If you ask me today, one of their names, I don't know. They just call me, we know you can help us. They tell us, I just give them my Zoom link and they log into my Zoom and we get it done. So then I was the person who started teaching OnPassivians how to know about our products in our Friday Night Live, okay? Then I moved forward to, I was opportune again in Milo show we had some sessions that we usually do the products digitally with Marty DeGamo, with Red Refrain, Susie McCrae, and we hosted with Milo. So from there now, I created my own small group that we did a thorough product review in French and English. So I do that on Sundays. Then I also go to English in the French webinars, and a lot. So I'm happy to see the evolution 2 years from when I joined till now. It's a joy to be in this kind of a place, and you are noted by people, right? So I go everywhere. People know me. I'm happy that I could impact the lives of people in that way, technologically, explaining simple, complex things, make it simple with slides and all of that. I'm so happy, and I'm still doing that till now. Just to also let our founders know that brand ambassadors, tomorrow I'm seeing like I've been doing a lot of sessions, to migrate people from the old founders to the new ecosystem. Tomorrow, I think I want to have like a session by 12 noon Eastern time. We will see how that goes, maybe 2-3 hours, to see people who are still facing difficulties so that they can come on there and we'll still put them through. It's my joy to serve. I love serving people. I love teaching. Teaching is my hobby. When I'm an instructor, I'm an IT instructor. So I like teaching. So that's my own small contribution during these exciting moments. Let's still just stay there. So I'm still now to tell people that we people that have already been in the system, please, let's join our hands together and push the other people so that we go to the next level, because the next level we'll be having our links, right? Those links, we'll be using them to bring people into the company, right? So let's join our hands so that we can push the people who are still behind. Let's work with them and help them so that we can all hop to the next step by next week, So I am here. I will have that session on tomorrow. Then on Saturday, I'll definitely have some during the Ghanaian webinar. Then on Sunday again, I'll have that during my 11 a.m. webinar. So just to say thank you all for having me here to, express my gratitude and my joy during these exciting moments in OnPassive. We have seen it. I've seen it for 2 years. So I'm grateful. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate Engineer Mike. And I'm one of your students still. So I come to your webinars. I learn a lot, and I share that with my community, my fellow Somalians. And I really appreciate your help. Thank you for helping all of us out. And I appreciate the positive energy that you shared with us this evening. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. We just want to thank you for what you've done. I know you give a lot to a lot of people with not only your webinars and your mentoring and feedback, but with your graphics. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for helping.
I'm humbled, Johnny. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yep. Mohammed, would you like to bring on Chris, please?
Yes. Chris, would you like to unmute yourself?
Hello, good evening to everyone, and good morning here in the Philippines. I'm glad that I had the courage today to speak out and join this founders feedback, even though I'm a little bit can't speak in English fluently, because in my profession I'm a medical and general transcriptionist, so I'm used to staying at the background, listening to people and typing what they say. So I've been already trained up with our group in the Philippines, led by Teng Menor, OnPassive Pilipinas Founders Group. So I'm just glad that I was trained up somehow to be a co-host there, and in our small group in Philippine founders, and basically. So on matters of feedback, I'm really enjoying the journey, as what have been the former speakers, and even mga previous weeks I've been listening to founders feedbacks, even even just on the replay. And now I'm pumped up. Even yesterday's Oceanic Ambassadors webinar led by Narelle Warkan. I'm glad to be there, and I'm just motivated to speak up right now from that point. And we were visited by Chris Johnson, of course, and on that Oceanic Ambassadors webinar. So I'm also helping our other founders that are sleeping. So just waking them up and come on, let us migrate to the OES. So we have a couple of accounts that we manage for them. And yeah, I've noticed even in the our All Founders website, for the information of others, that the button there at the top right, it's already for me, I see at the button it says navigate to OES. So days prior it was something else. It's one change, and the OTrim beta test is already gone. So I think it's been migrating to the OAS also likewise. So that's all. Then thank you very much. I'm glad I spoke up. And thank you very much, Joheta and Mohammed. And thank you all.
Thank you for coming. This is what it's all about. Ambassador gives everybody the opportunity. Even if you don't speak the language, you can speak your native tongue. You got millions of people who can, translate for you. It's a welcoming environment. So even if you have a language barrier, people will listen to you. They will smile to you. They will pay attention to what you say. And that's called, motivating the person's energy. And we really appreciate. Thank you for coming this evening. Thank you so much.
Yep, and Chris, well done. Thank you for getting on. And I agree, Mohammed, with people stepping up and coming about. Honestly, it's pretty fun to watch and see the diversity and meet people that you're working with. I enjoy it. So I just want to encourage people that maybe haven't, spoke out before. We would love to hear your feedback. We do.
Yes.
People like to hear where you're coming from. We like to hear what you have to say. We like to hear your story. We want to know that. It makes it part of, like we've all talked about, part of the story, part of the book, part of the chapter of where we're at. So thank you, Chris, for getting on. We really appreciate it. And I just want to mention, we have a lot of attendees. If you guys want to be a panelist, would you please raise your hand so we can promote you to panelists? Sometimes Zoom kicks us off. So if you just want to go ahead and on your end, hit the raise a hand button so that we can then in turn promote you to panelist.
Yes,
So
we have
let's see.
Abdi. Abdi is here tonight. Abdi, thank you for coming. You made it finally. Abdi, could you unmute yourself?
I fired Abdi. I fired him.
I know, right?
Hello. Hello, everybody. How are we? As you can see, my voice is still like just working. Oh my goodness, it's happened. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be there. Hello, everybody. Great to be here. My name is Abdi Alaso. I'm just here to give my part of feedback and gratitude towards this great, amazing company that we are part of it. I'm really excited. I have never been excited in my life as I am now. But what I can really give the feedback to is that, the whole thing providing solution to what the world we're living in today need a solution for many sides. It needs a solution to all things in that human being's life concerns: education, health, financial sector, technologies, and all the other things that, we can only see that the big corporations are trying to fill their pockets. Here we have a company who wanted to give not only the solution, but also to really make sure that, business is supposed to be do the way it should be done. And as our CEO says, Ash Mafara, there's always a room for at the top for everyone. There's a room for at the top. So why wouldn't we do the right way? If we do the right way and if we do it ethically, And you know, that's what's matter, and that's what we're doing, and we are glad to be part of it, and I'm really thankful. And for you, Mahmoud, and my sister, Johanita Huntley, great to be here. I'm just giving my word of wisdom, and I'm just so excited. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. You know, Abdi, this is it's coming from personal level. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here today. And from that ad you did, you know, the journey you bring all the community on, and me just jumping in, you know, taking a position that I wasn't comfortable with, trying to learn something and, you know, convey the message to the others was something that I actually learned from you. I really appreciate it for being a good ambassador and a good example to our community. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Nice job. Well done. And that's what it's about, is helping each other out. So very, very good.
Chris, would you like to add something to that?
No, I think I'm just going to keep Abdi on the panel the rest of the night, and I'm going to bed. But I think we don't have a lot of hands. To be honest, there is a lot of excitement out in the air, and these are really tough lately because we haven't had a lot of new information, and that's normal. And I was told by Marty, if it gets slow, just cut down. But here's what I'm going to tell you three individuals, which are two of my brothers and a sister, Jonetta, Muhammad, and Abdi. Let me see what you got. I want to see some tap dancing. I want to see you firing people up, and I want to see those hands raised on the board, because in my heart, I know you guys can do this. So guys, help these three out, because I do not want to fire them again. Let's see what you got. It's all yours. Go.
Come on, guys. Raise your hands up.
Abdi, you can't go to bed now. You have to be here with us.
No. I mean, I was okay. I was actually okay. Something that never happened before happened, but anyway, it meant to happen. But I'm here anyway now. Yes, it's really amazing. You know, honestly, when I looked at, like, if I talk about my life, my experience in life in general, is that what I've been doing, trying to go to the top or have something so cool, you know, in life for the last 30 years. I came to Australia when I was about like early age of my life. And then I worked so hard to make sure that the satisfaction of my family and my kids lives in a good future. But it looks like I'm just doing round the clock things, you know. It's like everyone else I know, you know, families and kids, you know, it never get there. So I'm nearly close to the retirement age and nothing has been done yet. So I know that, you know, something, you know, will become on the way. So now we can see, I can see the vision, I can feel the mission, and, you know, and finally, you know, it's something that I know that not only my lifetime, whatever remaining, but my children and the other children is going to live in a beautiful life. So it's a really great momentum, you know, great momentum. And we wanted to know the world. We wanted to tell the world that, you know, this is something that's never been happened before. This is something that will never happen before. So, you know, even though you missed that side of joining in as ambassador, founders, now, you know, you have that something else is coming up. So be prepared.
Exactly.
No, I agree with that. And I think that goes back with what Ivy was saying, just with leaving a legacy. You know, I think that we're all in a position with what's coming where we're going to leave a legacy for our family, and it will be generational changing. It will be incredible to be part of that introduces that to your legacy. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing better.
Abdi, I'm going to agree, Janetta. What you said, I think, is very powerful. And I've said this to myself, and I've worked my entire life. I did retire from Mazda Motors and Ford Motor Company. Okay. I left a legacy of what I have. That's it. Okay. This company is going to leave us a legacy for our families for everything that's coming. Right. When you retire from somewhere where you sweat, you bled, you cried, you laughed for over 30 years, and I'm one individual because I can't speak for everyone. When I die, it's it. Talked about this. When I die, I don't get a pension. My family doesn't get a pension. All right. Well, then passive, that was when I started thinking about breathable income. When I die, and everyone's gonna die someday. Hopefully not too soon. I know, believe it or not, this is weird to say. While I'm laying in that casket or in the ground, hold on, Marty. I know that my family's still gonna be able to breathe. Nothing just got cut off. What I have when I die is all to my family. That's what I built for 57 years of my life. But what a passive is giving us all is 1,000 times more than that, and that's how I believe it. I don't have to worry anymore. We all gonna worry. We all worry here and there. And then they say when you die, who cares? You're not gonna know anyway. But I want to know that my family is well taken care of. I want to know if hard times come upon the world that they're still gonna be taken care of, because that's a plus for me. So those words you said, Joanna, are very powerful. Thank you for saying that. Abdi, I cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, and it's reassuring, very much reassuring indeed. You know, like, what have I done? What am I leaving for my kids? What world were they gonna live? Are they gonna be the same thing that I did for the last 30 years? The rat race, paying bills, stressing about time, and financial and all that. So here we have a security that I'm proud of, that I'm living that. Like, they will have the time of their life. They will not gonna worry about time for jobs and raising. They can't go holiday because they need to do the schedule, that they need to come there, physically. Now they can go everywhere they want. They have that time, flexible time, where they can do whatever they have to do outside their, environment, holidays everywhere. And at the same time with the financial freedom. So it's total freedom. So it's very, very hard for someone to get that together. You might get the time freedom. Most of the people get the financial freedom, but they don't get the time freedom, right? Because I know even if you have a corporation or you have a company, it's 500 people working for you, you still got stressed. You're stressed because you got this timing and worrying, managements and all that. But here, everything is done for you, so you don't have to worry about schedules and things like that. So we are really glad. And not many people have that vision and mission. For our CEO, Ashma Farah, come up with this idea, envision it, and then, take action and really say do or die. It really, it took us a lot of great effort. And we are proud of that. And we thank him always. We thank him for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Abdi, for sharing that. It all comes down to that. At the end of the day, we're all here for a short time of period, and some of us, we just spend half of our life, just doing what people normally do, right? And when you leave, your family just, but with this, it gives you hope. It gives you something to look back. With this, you can change lives around your community, impact kids that are in places that you cannot imagine, and it's incredible. It's just humbling. You have to be lucky enough, blessed enough, just to be on passive member, just to get your foot in the door, to be here. You have to be somebody that's highly blessed, highly favored.
Yeah. No, and it is. It's exciting to be part of, and it's just the next chapter is going to just be so much fun to be part of. So we appreciate everyone getting on. If you want to be on the panel, please raise your hand. I think right now we're going to introduce Mr. Calistro Bisi, please. If you could then mute on your end. Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Good evening, good evening. I feel very lucky. I'm one of those lucky ones that get a chance because I just came in this year. And believe it or not, I had no idea why I was going to be here. And the reason I'm on the call right now is because I called Chris the other day, and I just want to say I'm terribly excited about being here. I love the way that all of my sister and brother brand ambassadors share themselves. And clearly from watching Chris the other day, let's just speed this up. I'm a former banker. I remember going into Foundation for the Junior Blind to volunteer my time, and they wanted to go through a bunch of, and I didn't go back because I thought they were asking too much stuff. And then I found out later on, which surprised me, is that people molest blind kids. And then when I heard Chris yesterday talking about the mentally challenged, I remember when I'm in California, in the Bay Area. And when I came back to the Bay, in fact, I was born in the Bay Area, but anyway, I was in LA for a number of years, and now I'm back up in the Bay Area. I went to volunteer up at the Foundation for Junior Blind. Not the Foundation for Junior Blind, but the mentally challenged, you get that correct. And I fell so much in love with what was going on and how they were attempting to get used to the computer and all that kind of stuff. Because see, when I started in banking, they were faxing signatures over to the next branch. There were no computers. And so all of this stuff I had to pick up and learn later on. But it's been fun coming in and listening to the folks. But the other day when I was listening to Chris Johnson in interviewing this guy that had been working with the mentally challenged, I cried, tears rolled down my face. It was almost like I couldn't even take it no more because it wasn't the live version, it was the rebroadcasting of it. And I sat there and I was trying to figure out, what in the world am I doing here? And when I heard Chris interviewing that guy, I said, oh, this is why I'm supposed to be over here with this group. Because see, that's a group that is totally ignored. In my bank, I was with one of the banks in LA. There was a guy that when he came to work every day, he had one of those special vans so he could roll up into his van and get in because he couldn't walk. And I said, wow, this is interesting. And so now as I think about it, I've seen all these different things around my life as I was been growing. But yesterday, I've already determined my time will be spent working with the mentally challenged, because not only just the parents, that's another thing too. Parents making provisions, as everybody's been speaking tonight, about their mentally challenged children when they step off the planet. That's another whole piece of this puzzle. So I'll be connecting it with Chris later on to find out who that is so I can work with whoever that is that's doing that, because that piece just really needs to be assisted. And I'm thinking I can give my assistance to that. As far as with the group, I'm basically a lending specialist, private lending, investor, apartment buildings, notes, all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff I know by the back of my hand. And so I teach a lot of folks that kind of stuff out here. But I just wanted to come on and say I really appreciate brand ambassadors being brought into this game on a fluke, because I just came in, I believe, in May. And so I can't even imagine the ride that you guys have been on. And so for me, this is like going to the park and getting on the slide and just going up to the top and sitting down. I'm out. I love it. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Now, next we have Corsi Jeff. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much for the leadership role that you guys are playing. We appreciate it very much for leading the way for most of us. I thank first God for keeping His breath in me today to be able to meet all of you to talk to you. When I'm passive came my way, I was actually not looking for anything. I was in retirement. I was fortunate to own my own companies here in the US. I had a finance company, a finance mortgage company, and a real estate company here for over 30 years, and I retired 10 years ago. So I wasn't even looking for anything. But when Ampassive came to me, I look at it and say something that I can engage in and share with the younger people who I'm always concerned about, and mentor to also make them to become what they want to become. So I would really want to thank Ash because of his dream. We all have dreams. And like I always say, tell the young people, this world is what it is today because of many people's dreams, because of many people's opportunities that they created for other people. God's world will not be what it is today if other people have not taken up the challenge to develop their minds, to invent things, to discover things, and to make things. So I'm very grateful, and we all are very grateful to Mr. Ashma Farah for his dream. Because of his dream, Ampassive is born. And because Ampassive is born, many people, millions of people, and it's going to be probably billions of people around the world are going to have their freedom. People around the world, humanity is going to have an impact. So I'm felt before. I know Ash doesn't focus on money, but the greatest sales trainer in the world, Zig Ziglar, said that if you help enough people get what they want, you also get what you want. So Ash has harnessed the talents of millions of people in this Ampassive company. And when these millions of people are successful, he is successful. So he doesn't care about the money. His focus is on developing these people. And he has developed a lot of people. Look at these leaders that we have around the world, you know, taking the challenge to teach, train, and take the mentor and run the race to the finish line. Ampassive is a business of a lifetime. You know, I've never seen, I have involved myself in many companies, you know, just, you know, trying hard to make a living, or other words, you know, impact other people. But all of them fell short. All of them. I know most of us in this company now did the same thing. We never be successful. Very few people are successful in those companies. Here, we are all winners. Ampassive has got the best out of every single one. Okay? Mm-hmm. Even those who cannot even read will get a success in Ampassive. Okay? Those who cannot walk will get a success in Ampassive. Those who cannot hear will get a success in Ampassive. What a company that is built to impact humanity. We all pray that we all live enough, hold our hands together in unity, and make this company the greatest company on Earth planet. Thank you all.
Thank you, Corsi. We really appreciate your feedback. And I'd like to just add to what you're saying in the sense of, you know, we're all created for a purpose and we all have a gift. And we are all at the exact location right now where God intended us to be, the exact age He intended us to be, with the right, you know, the feedback of the people around us that He intended us to be. He knows where He wants us. So we need to take that and embrace it with what we've been given, in my opinion, with Ampassive to go forth and utilize that gift and that calling to help others. So I agree with everything you're saying, Corsi, and there's a reason that we're all here at this exact time and place, wherever you are globally right now. So just embrace that. I'm so excited for all of us. It's
Well,
an amazing opportunity.
thank you so much. You see, the thing is that, you know, God has not made a poor man and God has not made a rich man. God has made all of us equal. So, and he has a reason for putting our talents and our gifts inside us. And only few people really reach inside us and get those talents and gifts out. So those who are able to reach inside them, use the brain that God has put into them at birth, to reach inside them, pull out their talents and gifts, are successful. And because of that, other people become successful. So all the creations, all the inventions are done because people have actually discovered their purpose and have taken the challenge to develop it to help others. So thank you all for helping, and thank you all for taking the leadership. And OnPassive is going to be the greatest, like I say, the greatest, not one, the greatest company on planet Earth. And everybody is going to know us. Everybody is going to know your name. I say it all the time. Everybody is going to know every founder's name. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Thank you so much. Mohammed, would you please introduce, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
I would like to welcome my good friend, Abdul Qadir Chairman. Please unmute yourself, from Somalia.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. محمود سياد عادي وصومالي وقال كرنا صومال.
Ha. He's gonna speak Somali. I'm gonna give this to Abdi and he has to translate since he was late. Okay, go ahead. Tafadhal.
ugu horeen aad baa idin salaamayaa habeen wanaagsan waqti kul habeen wanaagsan waqti kasta idin tahay maalin wanaagsan duhur wanaagsan galab wanaagsan dhammaan leedarada waxaan leeyahay aad iyo aad ayaan idinkugu hambaleynaynaa haddii aan nahay bahda founders Somali hadaan team Somali waan ku faraxsanahay caawa inaan ka soo qayb galno shirkan aad u qiimaha badan oo lagu cazumay Maxamuud Siyaad iyo محمودين عبد حكيم محمودين على السوق وواحد السوق كوبي كرمها شركتنا وشركة آدي قيمة بدن فرصات عالية وذهبية عندك كالهلين أي نصيصة مركا وأنا نكفى إذا سنة فرصتان عالية وحن سجارة أو مهد علينا يا أو CEO لنا عش مفرح وأسيجنا سيدو نفسدي سلجة عالية نولج على هذا مركا أسيجي حاسكيسي عروتيس وحن لنا هنول برواقة أو فرحض له أيا قو بشارين نكون الله أنت نول جرتو يو أنت الدنيا جرتبو وحكو ديوان الله كم تصيو أنا كانوا تاجرتنا هجرب كان تاجرنا هاي هو شهر كاسيوت ساس أيان وجينا يا إن شاء الله وأنا ما سنتين السلام الله عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليك السلام. Okay, Brother Abdi, would you like to translate?
Oh, do I have to? All right, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Okay. I think the brother was just basically telling, as everyone would expect, you know, how excited he is and how happy he is and how grateful he is for particularly me and Mahmoud on the Somali community as a leaders to have the chance to come here and present the feedback itself. So that was, he was thanking from that. And then he was also saying how the Somali communities in general are really not only happy, but lucky enough to participate and be part of this movement. And he was also thanking Ashma Farah and his vision and mission to the humanity in general by not only choosing for himself and his family, but choosing for mankind, for the vision. You know, some people choose things for themselves. Some people like things for just for themselves. But Ash coming out and giving, you know, what he wants for himself, also others. So, and that's also a really excellent point that my brother Abu Qadir make. Yes, because if Ash wants to keep whatever, the wealth that came out here, if he wanted to keep himself and build rockets and send rockets to the moon like some others do, some others do, he could afford to do that. He could have just to make for himself, but then he said, what am I going to gain from it? I might as well just work hard for myself. I remember one time I saying he's working so hard so he can go to heaven. So what basically that means is like it only makes sense of what you give, not what you keep. If you give, then obviously your internal happiness and all that will follow through you, not only here but hereafter. So that's basically how my brother Abu Qadir was expressing, like we all do, and we thank him. We thank him for coming tonight and giving his thoughts and feelings, and that's what this platform is for. That's why we are here, to express our gratitude, our feedback, and what can we add to it, and what can we correct to it, and all that. And we are happy to have you here. If any of the brothers of the attendees can raise their hand up and wanted to come to the panel and then raise their hands up, want to have some say, we'll be glad to hear from you.
Thank you, Abdi. You see, I couldn't put all that into like one big, beautiful basket like that and present to the audience like the way you did it and the way you break it down. That was incredible. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me out.
No, we appreciate it. And like I said, if you're a participant and if you had tried to raise your hand for any reason and you're not in the panelist or you haven't been sent a link, just please raise your hand so we can promote you over. I just wanted to let you know sometimes Zoom kicks us off. So thank you so much for your feedback, everyone. We really appreciate it. I'll tell you that I love not only being here and helping to co-host with Mohammed, but I really appreciate getting on these nightly and listening to people and seeing how many of these brand ambassadors we have globally and hearing their feedback. It's impressive to be part of. I will tell you, it's fun to say that you're part of this and to know that we're history in the making. It's kind of neat to be on the inside, watching what's evolving, knowing that this is coming about globally for everyone. And we've been part of it, whether you've been here 2 months or 4 years. So I just appreciate everyone that is getting on. And I know that we've had some panelists on here today that, it took them a while to get to the point that they wanted to be a panelist over the course of time, but they finally made that jump. So I just encourage people to do that because we love to hear your feedback. So thank you for that. And I have 2 more that I'm going to promote over here, Mohammed. Okay. So let me get them on here, okay? Just one sec. Let's see if they, and there should be 2.
Yes.
They're here.
Okay, Mohammed, go ahead. If you just, whatever order they came in, if you could introduce them, I'd appreciate it.
The first hand is gonna be Miller last name. I can't read the first name. I'm sorry. Yes, if you like to unmute yourself, please.
Yes, Miller is just fine. Thank you very much for letting me in. I was at work. I apologize. I'm missing a lot of information today. My only question that I have problem in one of my accounts by virtue of Gmail account. It's all messed up. I can't retrieve my Gmail account and Google is not responding. Has any of you heard that they're gonna open the option of entering a different alternate email or not?
I can actually answer that. I know that for tonight, what we're doing is founders feedback, but I will be in connection with either Julie, Marty, or Chris because we do have some information to go ahead and share with you as far as an email and a ticket support for that. So if that's if that will work for you, I'll have Julie, Marty, or Chris, because I know that they have the information for that to help. Just it's an email that they put in last night. There was some of the questions that like you're asking that was taking place, and that took place last night. So, oh, there's Chris right now.
Yep. Thank you, Janetta. Listen, there's a system right now being put in place where you're not going to need that form. That's what we're waiting on right now. We thought we were going to get something going on. It hasn't happened yet. So, but kind of just hold off what you're doing for a few. They are really working frantically in the behind the scenes, as they say. So don't worry about nothing, guys. We're going to say that same message. It's not like we can take A and put it over here and take B and put it over here. It's totally different. Every time they make a move, they got to change everything. So Manu, on that one, I would just stay patient. Let Ash do what he's trying to do right now. And I think 90% of the stuff will be fixed, but we will see.
Thank you.
13 minutes, guys. 13 minutes. Let's hope something happens, but 13 minutes and then we'll shut it down.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chris. Mohammed, I believe it was Mr. Harold Fox. If you want to introduce him, please.
Yes, Mr. Harold Fox, would you like to come on? And I really hope you unmute yourself and share with us a little bit of your feedback with OnPassive and your journey.
Thank you, Mohammed. My name is Harold Fox, and I am just totally excited about everything that has happened. I've never watched so many soccer games in my life. But I know this was the launching of our business. And they will go down in infamy. I'll never forget this day, November the 20th. And everything that comes along after that, patience, patience. Rome wasn't built in a day. It took time. And this company is so sturdy that it takes time to unfold everything he wants for us. I've been here since May of 2019. When I first came in, all I could think of was, show me the money. Show me the money. And as I got more involved in it and saw the humanitarian side of the business that he wanted to implement in this business, I was blown away. One man can come up with an idea to change the world in a positive way. Is amazing to me. I've been around the world a few years. I'm 73 years old, and I've seen so much just total disgust in other countries, and especially here. We're not going to go there, but I've seen so many inhumane things happening around the world that we, with over 200 countries, can change and will change with 1 million plus brand ambassadors. I am so proud to be a member of OnPassive. Mr. Mubarak has put together such a remarkable team to back his goal in India and Dubai. They're on our side. They're here for us. That's the amazing part, to have these amazing professionals on our side, doing what corporate pays them nothing as opposed to what they're giving us. I'm just so thankful to be a member of OnPassive. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Harold, for that. And I have to say, to add a little to what you're saying, I've been involved for about 2.5 years. And just to watch the transitioning and the growth has been incredible. So when, when they start talking that there's 1,000 employees in Hyderabad, and then they opened up Singapore as far as adding, for the offices, and then seeing some of the webinars and seeing, like you just mentioned, the people on the back end it's like, oh my goodness, like this is really, I mean, we knew it was taking place, but it really put, right, like we're doing tonight, it put a face to what is going on. And you're like, wow, this is impressive. So I really just thank you for sharing that, because I agree wholeheartedly. It's been so fun to be part of the progress of this and to see the growth. It's been pretty inspiring to be on that end of it, the inside, you know.
There's one other thing I like to say. Chris, Marty, Julie, Susan, and the leaders of this company has been amazing. They've gone all out to empower us with the knowledge of this company. They cannot be overlooked, or I shouldn't say overlooked, they cannot be underestimated in the power that they've enabled us with. I am so happy to be a part of them, to know them, I mean, they're amazing. I mean, and I'm gonna add a 0 to their paycheck. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the remarkable thing, to see these people work from their heart for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you guys. Okay.
Yep. No, and we do, you know, the leadership council and everyone that's really put in the time, it's genuinely of the kindness of your heart that you did it for us. So we do, I acknowledge that, Harold. We appreciate it. Thank you for doing that for us all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I would like to welcome my sister Gladys Nyamburo. She just joined us. I know your hand wasn't up, but I'm just putting you on the spotlight. Thank you for joining us. Come on and with yourself.
Thank you so much, my brothers Abdi, Mohammed, and Janetta. Great job, Harold. Glad to see everyone here. I was watching you on YouTube. I've been on from the beginning, but I said I have to jump on to say congratulations and nice to see you hosting today. And just to share the beauty of OnPassive, this is one thing, just one of the things that makes OnPassive great. One of the things that makes our CEO great is foreseeing his founders, us, you, now blossoming from nowhere, and now we see you here. Your commitment has been great. And thank you so much to all the founders. I want to give a shout out to all the founders who have stepped up this week, especially to help in the registration process, especially the founders in Africa, and I'm sure around the world. Those founders who have opened their doors to fellow founders to come to their homes, those who don't have internet, to come so that they can allow them to be able to access the back office. We appreciate, and I'm sure the company appreciates each and every one of you. For Chris, Marty, and Julie, the steps you gave yesterday are very, very helpful. Thank you so much. I'm just so excited of where we are, and I can't wait to see the next step. And the only way that we are going to get there is by holding each other's hand, no one to remain behind. That's the motto of our CEO, that no one should be left behind unless you want to. And the steps that we have been given, the diagram, the drawing, that really helps. I realize now that so many founders are visual. They want to see. So other than just hearing, that drawing of where to click is very, very special. And I'm just going to repeat one thing that was said yesterday, that the magic in logging to the right place is making sure that once you put your email, when you go to allfounders.net, you put your email and your password. When you see that pop-up message, you pick the link. Me, I picked the top one and it works perfectly fine. The magic now begins when you go to the next step on the top right side. If you miss clicking that log in as a founder, just know that you are going to the wrong place. So thank you so much. I love you, our leaders. I love you, the co-hosts of today. I've enjoyed watching every bit of it. And let's just rise up together as one family. Thank you so much. Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And you mentioned help. I just want to add to that because I think everybody, when they find a little solution, they took their chances to share the idea with the group, what to do, where to click. If you're not finding the OPT in your email, what to do, how to verify those, everything. I mean, everybody took a part, and it was like a whole army working together, just to have one common goal to go to the next step, and that's incredible. That's been amazing. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Gladys. Mohammed, we have one other gentleman, I believe. Could you introduce him? I believe he's from Somalia.
Yes, his name is Musa Ige, Somaliland. Will you Adka Furo? She's writing something.
السلام عليكم ولا مقلا
وعليكم مقلا
احمد وارود السلام هذا موضوع لما سمعنا في عندي
والله في عينها
اي موضوع محوك هذا يمكن توصل عنك انت مقررها
موضوع wuxuu ka hadlayay mahadceliska iyo shirkadan fursadan qaaliga oo ku soo gaarday waxa aad ka qabtid iyo intaad hadda ku soo jirtay waxaad ka baratay iyo siday noloshaada mustaqbalka u bedeli doonto intaas leh xoogaa labada eray af Soomaali ku taabo
waayo insha Allah waa ku taabanayaa hadda shirkadan waxa ku jiray muddo aad u gaadhisay ilaa iminka waxaan ahay founder baan ahay waxaan ku jiray muddo gaadhisay aad iminka ilaa 8 bilood ilaa 10 bilood meelaha waxaan waxaan ka aaminsanay adigu mustaqbal fiican dee chance qof bini'aadan helo chance ugu wanaagsan
okay halkaas nagu soo mase waa ku sii waday
waana aadna ugu faraxsan aashna aad baan u mahad celinaynaa dee chance fiican uu siiyay
okay beautiful he said he's been in ONPASSIVE for almost a year now. He's been learning a lot from it. I mean, the journey has been helpful, even though, he's just new to just joining in, learning from people that speak his kind of language. He's very appreciative. They also thank Ash and the team that's behind the whole movement, and he's super excited and grateful for the opportunity that he's been blessed with. I think we're gonna end it here tonight. Sorry, Chris, I see you sleeping. I mean, we kept you up. We woke up Abdi. It's been a long night.
I'm glad somebody woke up Abdi, let me tell you. All right, let me get a picture for you, or all three of you. Big smile. Say, I'm passive.
I'm passive.
Passive.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you. Take care. Good night.
I don't know where Muhammad came from, Abdi, but there was a reason you woke up late today, because I really enjoyed Muhammad. Very, very professional. Janetta, I knew she was professional. Muhammad, I've not really seen too much, but Janetta and Muhammad, you both stepped up to the plate. I have rescheduled Abdi for another day because he had some things that he had to do. Guys, that's never a problem. All you got to do is text or call one of us, and things happen. Snowstorm, ask Janetta. Snow happens, doesn't it, Janetta?
Yeah, it's
very good. You guys, literally, we turned our cameras off, and Marty said they got this. I said, absolutely, they do. Very professional. Love to see you.
Good job, Mohammed. And how do you pronounce your name?
Abdi, A-B-D-I, Abdi.
Well, today it's inspired. Today, Abdi is Ceasefire Day. That's what Abdi is.
Oh, man.
He mentioned this to me, and I was out in the city just driving around. I was doing delivery, and then I came home. I'm like, oh, it's about the Zoom time. So I clicked on, and then I'm talking to some of the members, and they're telling me, oh, Abdi's not in. So now I'm like, I raised my hand, and then I shoot you that message on Facebook.
He said, Chris, he kept saying, Chris, my hand is up. I kept saying, I see your hand. And I'm glad you did, Mohammed, because not only did you help out a brother, you helped out a sister, and you helped out me. And I appreciate you did a heck of a job.
Thank you so much.
Before we go, there's one other gentleman that looks like he has his hand raised that I just saw. Could I let him in, or?
She's a Canadian. She's a Canadian. She's a Somali girl.
Here she comes.
Sorry.
Bring her on. She's gonna be the last person. I mean, the Canadians, they have been hiding a lot.
No, they haven't. They're all over the place. They're like little bugs. I've been trying to get them.
Okay. Mohammed, if you could introduce.
Yes, إفراح عدو عدك فرة فضلا.
Hi, hello. Assalamu alaikum, my Passive family. Should I speak English or Somali?
English.
Okay, my name is Ifra. I'm from Canada, Alberta, and the city named the capital city of the province, Edmonton. I'm so nervous and excited in the meantime. I was putting the kids to bed, and finally I'm here to say some words about my feeling and how proud ambassador I am. I think I'm the latest brand ambassador who joined, and I am very lucky. Before the door was closed, I am in. I am brand ambassador 3 months. Yes, my brother. I have to say thank you to Ash, our brother. And again, thank you to Abdi Alaso. He knows I'm always thankful. And thanks to Allah, to God, that makes us all join together the world. I never known. When I came, joined with Ambassador, I was looking for something better financial. But guess what? I found something better than financial, even because I found all the world can join together. I never known that we can do this far. I have never known that it's like, see, my community that I'm originally from Somalia, and my community, I met with so many Somalians that I never met. And we were one group, and Abdi Alaso is managing, and another leaders, and we all get together, like we know each other now, like over the phone or in webinars and everything. And I'm glad I found so many love from there. And the brain behind this, it's unbelievable. I cannot say this is like business. It's more than this. This is movement, and I am so proud to be one of this. Chris Johnson, I like watching you. It makes me laugh. It makes my day during the work or during my cooking, even in the kitchen. So I'm so proud, and I cannot stop saying words, but I'm the last person who speaks. And thank you very much, all the leaders that always update us. Thank you. God bless Ambassador.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Appreciate your time. And Ambassador is special. It's a global family. It brings people together. Everybody is here like just to uplift one another, and that's the energy that you get from these webinars when you come on, especially the feedbacks. There are people that never speak in front of camera. They come here and you can see they're nervous just to speak, but what they're trying to say, it just makes you happy just to look at them and to listen. Sometimes when you sit back and listen at someone that's speaking, it's different. You get different feeling, different energy, and it's incredible. Thank you so much for coming. I want to thank Abdi Alaso. I would like to thank Chris, and I would like to thank Jonathan. It's been an amazing night. Thank you guys so much.
Yep. I agree with everything. Thank you, everyone that got on. And Mohammed, thank you so much. Chris, obviously, you do amazing for all of us. And Abdi, thank you so much. I've enjoyed being here. So thank you for the time.
You guys gave me a night off because you really did a great job. A lot of people don't always understand. I like when they have some kind of sense, but even the ones that have gotten here that never did it, they always seem to pull through. So, but you guys, out of 10, I'm giving you a 10 plus because you did really, really good.
That's me. We're coming back again. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, listen, the part of this is so Ash could see new faces, new voices. I know that, like I said, I've seen Jonata. Mohammed, I think I've seen you a few times, not knocking you, and you probably stay in your region, your language and stuff. That's okay. But yeah, I'm glad you got on here. There was a reason. I still believe there's a reason for everything. There was a reason Abdi had what he had going on. and you stepped up to the plate. So, I mean, my goodness, hey, you could have been me that stepped up to the plate and we've just been laughing all night, right? You were very professional, both of you. Listen, if I had a TV station right now, I would hire both of you as my host, the host of the late night show. That's what I do. So very good. All right. Any last words from you beautiful people?
I just want to say thank you. God bless this opportunity. I really just want to put my hands out to Ash and his family and the leadership council, the tech team, and honestly, all the brand ambassadors that stuck with this. You know, it's been a journey. We're here. We made it. So that's it. God bless us. And this next chapter is going to be enjoyable. And Mohammed, thanks for everything you did tonight. I enjoyed working with you.
Thank you so much. My last words, and I just want to thank God for the opportunity, and I would like to thank Ash. God planted this vision in his head, and you know, he pondered on it, he took it, and then he brought it to the, you know, global family. I also want to acknowledge the hardworking people behind the scene that deserve utmost credit. That you can give to someone, the tech team, guys that works in the corporate office in Dubai, you know, the security, like, you know, the leaders that come on and update us on a daily basis, you know, updating us on social media every step out of the way. Those that guide us where to click, where to go. You know, just super grateful for that. And words don't do me no justice at this point. If I keep talking, I'm just going to keep on going on. It's incredible. And I want to thank Abdi for being the leader that he is, especially with our Somali community, for bringing us all together. And, you know, I don't know, for some reason, he chose me to be one of his team leaders. And I started doing a little bit of PowerPoint here and there. And from there, I evolved. And tonight I'm here. I'm super grateful for this opportunity. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, praise God.
Abdi, you got anything to say, Abdi? Well, Abdi, you got to unmute yourself, my brother. Uh-oh. Let me ask you to unmute, see what happens. This is a sign, brother. This is a sign.
You come at the bottom.
I don't think I have. I asked him to unmute.
Yeah. Look, I'm really excited that we found that, you know, there is a reason, Chris. I believe you. There is a reason for everything. And I work night shift. So when I finished work about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I went to bed, and then I was about to put my alarm clock like 10 in the morning and 6 on your time. So I can have 2 hours to refresh myself and get ready. So my alarm clock wake up and I snoozed it, and then that was it. And I have the best 2 hours sleep in my life just to miss this one. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I didn't miss, but luckily Mahmoud was on the schedule, so it's glad that he came over and everything went smoothly. Other than that, I'm glad everything went smoothly, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, thank you, guys. Once again, you're all appreciated. And like you said, you had I'm going to say 3 individuals because I know all of you, but 3 individuals stepped up to the plate. They got out of their box, very professional. Maybe they did this in their field of work, but man, you guys really impressed me. Big thing here is you did it. You just did it. It's fun. I'm sure you're a little nerve-wracking throughout the day thinking about it. That's part of it. I want you to have the butterflies in your stomach. It's kind of like getting on that big roller coaster. And, you know, I hate roller coasters, but I'll get on them. But I'm scared to death. And it's, you know, a minute, it's over and done. You guys got 2 hours. You held it off. A hand would come up. A hand would come up. That's how we do it. There's not a lot we can really talk about, but our excitement. And we had a few people throw some questions in there. That's okay. But you handled it like rock stars. And I'm not a professional. I was an auto worker, guys. Look, I was an auto worker. It doesn't matter where you came, where you are now, but know this, your future is really big. And an average guy like me, an average lady like Janetta, Mohammed, Abdi, no one knew us before this, if you think about it. Now we're known by 1,400,000 people, okay? And now we got to get out to the rest of the world and let them know who we are and why we want them to be on Passive Avian. So I'm looking forward to that. But thank you very much. I know Engineer Mike went on at 10 o'clock. I want to throw out some clicks. He's doing his 1 hour show right now, I believe. Go join him. I know Rob Lynn Live is at 12 o'clock. They do that every night. Go join them. And if anything happens, guys, we'll, myself, Marty, maybe right if he wakes up. If something happens, we will let you know and keep it fun. But right now, just kind of hold off on what you're doing. Because I think if you took a box, say a pizza was a box, and you put a bunch of cheese in there and carrots, and you let that mouse get in that box and it's scrambling all over, that's probably what the tech guys are doing right now. They're probably going crazy. So stay patient. We are already launched to the world, and let's just get it going. I love every one of you. You have a great evening, guys.
Have a great night.
Hey, bye.
Bye.